before I go and do a big jog, like today I'm going to do a big jog, and it's not just well, for me a big jog is anything more than like 10 kilometers. I'm not a great runner. I'm pretty heavy to be a good runner as well. Around about 85 kilograms, and I mainly deal in weight training. But what I do like to do, I enjoy jogging. I live in Scotland, and when the sun's out, you've got to go out and enjoy it. But for me, especially yesterday, I did a lot of deadlifts, and my legs and my butt are killing me today. They're just very, very tender. So before I go for my big jog, which I have to go and do because it's nice and sunny, there's a warm-up which I do in the house before I go out. Now, I never do any form of stretching. I barely do stretching before or after whenever I do even my weight training, my Olympic stuff, my clean and jerks, my squats and deadlifts and stuff like that. I just never really bother with doing stretching whatsoever. However, with running, there is something which I always like to do. Well, there's two tools, I would say. One is more for before, one is after. Many of you will know the worst object of pain in the world, the foam roller. This is something I would use kind of after a heavy gym session, the day after. In fact, I should be using this today. I should be in the garden just sitting on this and rolling around and working the kind of damage that has been done to my muscles. However, before I go for a run, there's another tool that I'm going to use, and it's this. So it's effectively the same thing, but it's smaller and it's a bit more targeted for the legs. So I'll just show you just now how I use this before I go for a jog. So this is what I would use. It's just using the rolling pin on the leg, and the good thing about the rolling pin is that you've got both your hands on it, and you can really target each individual muscle. You can also work, so you can really do the middle, and then your outer, feeling that, and your inner one as well. But the trick is, don't do it too fast so that you're burning yourself. Or if you've got a rolling pin that actually rolls, like if you've got separate hands and you can, I'm not making a bit of dough here. I'm really causing myself a little bit of pain here. Now on your leg, around here, you've got this beastly tendon which you can see really sticks out there. Now that's the IT band, and that pretty much starts all the way up from your tensor muscle up here, and it goes all the way down until it's going right past your knee. However, I wouldn't really say do anything there because that's just bone and joints and stuff, but working the tendon, which that is, so there, which joins up here, I would say that is definitely a good thing to just give a little bit of pressure, help break up any kind of little bits of scar tissue you've got in there, and really working that. So I would say 5 minutes is probably all that. It's all that you really need to do. Well, it depends on how hard you really are pushing as well. But working both legs, and definitely if you're going to be doing any sprinting, definitely getting all the way up to here, and also your groin area if you can. After you've done your upper legs, I would say work your calves. Again, with the calves, I would say the trick here is to go, although you may want to go down, you can probably put more pressure going down the way. It's actually to go up the way. The reason for this, I would say, I don't know if there's any real science about this, but the fact is that your veins go up. And if you're pushing down, and you're effectively really crushing your veins as you go down like that, probably not as beneficial as if you go up the way, you're going with the flow of blood back to your body. And I would just say, if you've got any fear of developing, varicose veins, then I would say probably just go with the flow rather than against it going down the way. But yeah, I would say when you're doing this, have your leg relaxed. So you're just, the more, that's a good bit there. So that's still probably another tendon that goes there, but just get right, in there's something that needs worked on in there. And doing, like really like from this side, pushing the calf so it's almost sticking outside and up the way and the other way. And then don't forget to do the front of your calf as well, or your shin. Like you've got your shin, ow, bone there. You don't really want to do anything there, but definitely going up there. Now your calf is actually a whole bunch of different muscles. You've got 1, 2, 3, and then other bits down there. So you can almost work it so that you're just doing the bottom bit first, and then the. Oh my god, what is wrong with this bit? That's very tender. Okay, you can actually tell which individual muscles are more tender than others. So that's why I like the rolling pin. Like not with the foam roller, it's just your whole body weight on a big kind of squishy area. But yeah, that's good. Oh, and also sometimes you can feel the tendon that goes right down to, like your Achilles tendon, this tendon down here, that's kind of all part of your calf muscle. So you really want to give that a good pressure, and it's almost kind of giving it a little bit of a stretch as well, an unactive stretch, but definitely working both legs, going up the way is the way I would recommend, or you're less likely to hurt yourself, or it's going to be better for your veins, and also if you've done some form of exercise and this is actually as painful as it is just now, then you get a bit of an endorphin release before you go running, and you get a little bit high. But yeah, so that's I wouldn't say tense your leg either. If you're tensing and rolling, probably not as, yeah, I get much more of a feeling, if I'm doing it when I'm relaxed. I'm not 100% sure why that is, but yeah, it's good. So, and I can see like my legs are already getting a little bit redder as well, so that is just showing. And it becomes a bit of a full body workout, you know, you're really using your whole body to work out those knots in your leg, and because it's a nice soft round, well not soft, but nice round thing, you're not really going to cause any damage, you're not going to rip your skin, and rolling pins are very smooth. But I wouldn't say go, I wouldn't advise that, because you probably will burn yourself if there's a bit of a crap rolling pin, but just slow and working out, working out the bits in your leg, and that's probably the best warm up I can do before I go for a jog.